I were given a clip from Brad Garlinghouse's new interview with eToro. We're also going to have this clip from Riplex Dev. We additionally have some virtually cool stuff coming out of South Korea and a few other matters that we're going to talk about these days, in particular, Mika, how that might have an effect on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP as that is going into effect in Europe. That is Europeans' regulation that comes in at the give up of this 12 months. It ought to be simply exciting for the crypto area. Let's get into this, guys. If you get any price from this, the great manner you may help me out is via liking the video. And if you're no longer subscribed, reflect on consideration on subscribing. I promise to continually maintain it straight with you, and we'll have a little bit of amusing doing it. So 1 billion in tokenized money marketplace finances these days, 16 trillion in tokenized property with the aid of 2030. Let's play this ARKX. ARKX is a regulated custodian within the UK. And so if you could believe whatever we will maintain, we can create a token representing that asset. But we started our partnership with Aberdeen Asset Management. They invested in us in 2022. So we tokenized their cash marketplace fund quickly after making an investment in, it's one of the live finances we have on our platform these days. Across our platform, we've around 120 finances to be had for some of the leading asset managers. We, in reality, have got a number of finances to be had throughout the spectrum of funding strategies. We suppose each asset goes to be on-chain within the Destiny, and we must work with Ripple to get them on XRPL. Remember, this is the identical gentleman that become in preceding interviews talking about 30 to 50 trillion over the next few years on the XRP ledger. That is lots of money. Listen, we don't know what the following 5 years is going to appear like in crypto, right? 25 via 30 need to be an exciting time. Yes, we will have an undergo marketplace in between, but we're transferring toward a software market. And that is interesting. My pals right now concentrate. We are all simply speculating on what this asset, you recognize XRP, Algorand, anything its miles that you're in, you are simply speculating with everyone else what the cost of that ought to be. Understand when the marketplace comes to a near later in 2025, I plan to be out of virtually all of my cryptocurrency. I even may sell most of my XRP to attempt to buy it, go into reverse cheaper. Once we sold them out inside the bear marketplace. That's my method. I wish you got one too. So Chad Steingraber posted this. XRP is South Korea's favorite crypto. We've talked about this in preceding videos at the channel, and it changed into says, and it was CoinMarketCap that eliminates South Korea from their rate facts to cover the fact. You know, I don't know what is occurring here. If there is a few favoritism on CoinMarketplace cap, whatever, I do recognize that the Pitho of South Korea maintain rocking that XRP guy. We love you. Thank you for the volume. Thank you for helping this remarkable ecosystem. And pay attention, there may be going to be a ton of South Koreans which can be going to ball out as soon as we surely reach that software factor, and it will be quite exciting. So massive shout out to South Korea. So XRP trading volumes flip Bitcoin in South Korea. Listen, South Koreans apprehend that high there, shopping for Bitcoin at 100,000 probably isn't always something it really is going to retire everybody. But shopping for XRP at $2.30, $2.20, I think that has a higher shot of going higher than Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin is going to, let's say, 200,000, that is handiest a 1x from wherein we are status right now. If you study that identical wide variety, XRP only has to get to approximately like $4.80 with a view to do the same numbers. I assume there may be likely a better hazard that you will make more money with XRP than Bitcoin in this cycle at this current second, but this is up to you what you want to do along with your cash. I am actually now not your economic marketing consultant. Dissecting XRP, Ripple XRP. This is from Tokenizer. Okay, love it. Says Ripple and XRP had been the primary to head towards the crypto norm and produce DLT into financial establishments that alone made Ripple a dark horse in the area. A decade later, 99% that had been a rat on the time have vanished. But today, Ripple isn't just surviving, they're certainly thriving in all components. The FUD with the SEC is all, however, over. We see the connections to economic giants in all parts, public zone, commercial banks, fintechs, global economic groups, and all. He says whether or not it's a big non-public banks like JP Morgan or UBS to fintech improvements like SBI, MasterCard, ARKX, etc. to imperative financial institution collaboration with the Mass Monetary Authority of Singapore. Bank of England, Bank of Colombia, and extra. And he says all of the manner to some of the biggest names pulling the strings inside the global of finance, like those of the ISO, International Standards Organization. That's ISO 20022, the brand new messaging widespread that everyone banks need to be on by November of 2025. That fashionable allows you to connect crypto to whatever price which you are sending. That's truly important for our enterprise to move ahead. Of course, the International Monetary Fund, Ripple, has been running with them for quite a while. World Bank, you already know, Ripple has been with them. This is Ripple's ecosystem after a bit over a decade. Remember that Microsoft is 49 years antique, Apple is 48 years old, IBM is 113 years old. That is wonderful. JP Morgan is 153 years old. Visa is 66 years old. MasterCard is 58 years old. And Ripple is about, what, 12 years antique now. Needless to say, in just over 10 years so far, Ripple has installed itself as a pacer setter in finance for the years and tokenized of virtual property to come back. I love this. This was a first-rate little setup here. I just like the manner that this character is laying down some facts and information. I am following them. Let's put that notification bell on. Thank you so much for posting that. We additionally have this from Yanis. Bitcoin and Ethereum is excluded from MECA regulations due to the fact they do not meet the definition of an e-money token or a software token. XRP, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, meets those criteria. So here is this little record right here. Implications for MiCA for the EU crypto marketplace in 2024. I did it all proper. What kinds of crypto property aren't challenged to MiCA's regulatory oversight? It says unclassified cryptocurrencies, investment or protection tokens, NFTs are popular cryptocurrencies, right? Man, that is without a doubt cool. There's additionally a little bit of a juicer down right here from Smoke. Let me pull this up. My oldest and best completely compliant and controlled euro stablecoin on market is coming to ISO 20022 cryptocurrencies, which include XRP and Algorand. I did show this on a preceding video, but you love to look it in type of the legitimate documentation right here. So euros via stat stasis is the oldest and simplest, absolutely compliant and regulated euro stablecoin available on the market, with a 5 song document, over 6 billion euros transferred on chain and 5 main blockchains, including XRP, XTC, and Algorand. Also, here is that clip I become telling you about. Let me pass in advance and play this for you. It says Smoke. Brad Garlinghouse states that XRP ETFs constitute the transition from speculative retail trading to institutional adoption. Let me put this. There's been an influx of XRP ETF filings each inside and out of America. How do you view all of this? How do you view those filings? Well, I think part of the transition from maybe more speculative retail into greater institutional adoption and participation is the ETF step. Certainly the Bitcoin ETF getting permitted. The CC was dragged kicking and screaming a touch bit closer to that final results. But getting the Bitcoin ETF, I suppose, become a huge event in terms of expanding the capability for others to take part, particularly institutional investors. So to me, I think I stated then publicly that if people might inquire from me, is there going to be an XRP ETF? And I much like, look, it's inevitable that there could be an XRP ETF. And now I suppose there, I actually do not even realize. I think there is 4 or 5 specific filings here within the US. I know as a minimum one in Europe.